Hey there, sons of Cancer. I wish this light wasn't... I bought another light, but it is not like this warm, the warm color that I get from this small old light. So I'm still using it, but it's it shines kind of funny. So anyway, Cancer, let me just start off with saying thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. Please do hit that like button if you like it, if you feel inclined to, because it helps the channel out a lot. And let's get started. Calling in Cancer, spirit guides, angels, higher self, higher power. Let's get messages, always for their greater good, meant to move them forward. Spirit, always on a path of expanding and ascension, right, Cancer? Always, always, always. Okay, guys, so these are messages that are going to be positive because they are all about seeing the silver lining. So whatever we come across, whatever hard energy we find, we will figure it out together. That is the point of us all being together, sharing these messages. It's to lean on one another for the energy and the support to get through things. This is, maybe I should do it the other way. These are the Power of Surrender cards. So let's just pull a few of these first. We'll see what wants to come out. The person that wrote the book, The Power of Surrender, is who did these cards. They're so pretty. I absolutely love what's printed. The picture on the back. I love that. Okay, so let's see what we get. Pretty much the whole message is printed on the card. A+, I love that. I love that. Because then we don't have to go to a book, which is so boring to listen to somebody read. So, okay, this is one of the hardest ones for people to face. But listen, if I see this surrender to divine timing coming up in your reading, then it's really making me think that something's about to happen, because this wouldn't be coming up as, hey, you need to just kind of let go of this. But I think what it's also talking about is that exact moment when we have radical acceptance for how things are. And then it's like that just propels us. When we accept and we're grateful for everything that's here as it is, not thinking about any wants or needs or lacks, not having a lack mindset. All right, so it says, sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. See, we're eternal beings. We have a very long time to make things manifest. And the last thing we want to do is put the fear of survival, fear. That's the ego's fear. That's only the ego thinks it can't die, you know what I mean? Or thinks it needs to fight for dying. The ego does die. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase all of that. Only the ego is aware that, look, that dies off. That's the illusion. So it dies. But surrender to divine timing, because this is truly spirit and everything else that you've invited in to help you. Helping you and setting things up the right way. You want synchronicities and things to be perfect, right? You want the signs and synchronicities. When you start getting the signs and synchronicities, then you know that it is going good. Everything's going good. And even when it feels like it's absolutely not, and sometimes you get a conflicting sign, that happens too. Just surrender that energy and then receive what you feel is true. So surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Surrender to receiving support and love. Yeah, so this is, these are people, this is Six of Pentacles energy wanting to assist you. And trust me, you have things that can assist everybody else. It will be equal give and exchange. So never feel like you have to Three of Pentacles and reverse something. You don't have to do something all by yourself. And then, of course, lots of people get this. Surrender the fear. Let go of fearful stories that you're telling of yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Usually it's recommended to go in baby steps because then it's assuring that you're really thinking out each part of the way, and you're also trusting. When you surrender the fear, it's like saying, okay, everybody tells me that it works out this way, and even in my past experience, this worked out this way. Surrendering that belief, whatever you think is going to happen, knowing that truly something divine and something miraculous can happen instead. And it can. It's just, you have to believe in everything that comes about. You know, you can see with your eyes and still not believe something. It's your perception. It's the perception, and it's about making these things manifest for you. Is about surrendering the fear of something happening it's like a bunch of negatives, like this could happen, this could happen. It's pessimistic. And yeah, in a sense, it's really pessimistic. So fearful. Be optimistic. Know miracles can happen, and know that your belief in them is really what forms the center of it coming to you. You can have something, a vision, and formless for a long time until you give it that energy to come with belief. Yeah, I mean, it feels like you're stuck, like you're halted. There's something that's either needing to be accepted or acknowledged in this present moment. That's something that's very important when it comes to why is something taking so long. Many factors, but seeing and understanding why you're in the spot that you're in at this very moment, and what could be the possible benefit of that, right? What could be the benefit? That's the most likely. Like, what's for the best? Like, what could happen that would be a twist on this? You know what I mean? That's the way you need to look at things, is that so many wonderful things can happen and will, if that's what you're thinking. So let's get down to it. This is the new, I think it's like New Way Love or something. Oh, Modern Love Tarot. That's what this is. Modern Love Tarot. And it's really pretty. The cards are really pretty, so I decided to use these. Let's move these back here. I know the light's a little bit dimmer, but we've already seen these. So, and you know, the polar bear is sometimes on the card on is it Wisdom of the Oracle? There's a card that they have a polar bear. I think it's a leg up. So when you're about to receive or give help or support. So surrender to receiving love and support. We're going to do all of them sideways here. So it could be either way here. 8 of Wands. This is truly the most romantic version of the 8 of Wands. It's not a love reading, but these cards do have a love spin on them. So I will always say what it's saying there in love too. The 8 of Wands is like something moving forward fast, because it's almost like Cupid's arrow has struck. That's the feeling. Cupid's arrow has struck. And yeah, this is really great. And this is moving forward through any obstacles or problems. Good news coming to let you know that things are moving the way that they're supposed to. They are moving forward here. We have the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups, getting together with friends, family, but mainly friends. I would think this is mainly friends. Partying, celebrating, drinking, having fun with other friends. The root of all of this, the dominatrix. I'm just now looking at some of the pictures on these tarot. So it's the Devil card. What has you tied down? What has you restricted? That's the main message from that. What has you tied down? What has you feeling restricted? Is it an addiction? Is it a codependent relationship? You know, it could be a lot of things here. So what is it to you? Past energy. 5 of Wands, arguing, conflicting, being internal, like conflicting on the inside, because part of you doesn't want to accept help here. So it's like you didn't agree, or somebody didn't agree with the way you're doing things, or you didn't agree with them, vice versa. It causes some petty argument here. Okay. So we move forward from that, but moving forward, we're still not accepting anybody else's opinion or assistance. And in all ways, being open to receive prepares you for being open to receive love. So if you can be open and receive an opinion without having to really form a big judgment around it, that's the goal. That's a step forward, definitely. Big step forward. 10 of Cups for your present theme, which is really great. These always remind me, like, I've only seen it a few times, but every time I look at this, I think of the Publishers Clearinghouse. You know, because the balloons, there's something about those balloons that reminds me of the Publishers Clearinghouse. Maybe somebody's going to win something like that. So maybe there's a big win. This is about having it all, right? You're happy. You're with your family. You all look really happy. And whatever has been formed here, like this support, it's wherever you go, you have this feeling of not only contentment, but bliss and happiness. It's having the money too, and the love with you to do things that you really want to do also. So there's a family legacy feeling here, and there's also the feeling of I'm taking off, getting away on a vacation with my family. So that's also it. But 10 of Cups is about living like you want. It's you know, it reminds me a little bit of the Queen of Pentacles, because you get both the family life, the domesticated family life, and you also get the material. So everything's happy right here and put into place. Sometimes if I see 10 of Pentacles, you know, in comparison, I will be thinking, for some reason, it feels like 10 of Pentacles could be more about, you know, the money, and I don't feel as much of an emotional time. Like the heightened emotions are on the 10 of Cup. Practicality and things going in a nice, stable, solid way is the Pentacles. So the near future here, we have Page of Swords. I like the Page of Swords. So it has a little kid flying a pirate kite here. Could be a kid, right? It could be childlike energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All energy with the pages to me is really sweet, really innocent. This might be about like, hey, imagine if you're that kite there and you're getting a different view, and you're probably hearing about everybody else's opinion also. You're gathering your information here. For conquest. You're gathering more information. That's really what I get out of that, is you're gathering more information. The sun, oh, beautiful. Oh, and there's cockatoos. Now, I like that there's cockatoos instead of your other birds. It really got a bird that has yellow and white on it, which I like. So the sun, new birth, right? New day. Happy, blissful energy shining down on you, warming up any situation that was maybe stuck or frozen without any feeling put into it. This is shining the light of love and illumination on whatever it is you're trying to create. It's also having big surges of energy to go towards this, because it's completing something in you. It's making you happy. It truly is bringing the happiness, warmth, the guidance. Everything is being brought by this sun energy for you. That's divine intervening. That's if you wanted divine to intervene. That's what it is. And then, look, we have the Judgment card. Unconditional love. My love will go everywhere for you. My love knows no bounds. This is truly saying here, let me help you out of this. It's almost like you're saying to the people involved in whatever gave you hurt or resentment, or whoever it is looking for the apology or for the letting go of these emotions. Does not mean, it can mean being indifferent too. You know, letting go of the emotions. You don't have to accept somebody back, but you can accept what happens. When you accept what happens, like I said, that leads to this forgiveness, that leads to unconditional love, and that leads to releasing these things that were keeping you back or holding you back. All right, so what is the card that's going to represent? Okay, so this was near future. Sorry, this is you, how you're feeling, like the sun, like the Leo, and then Sagittarius, the Judgment, feeling this everything going around at the same time. So this is good. This is good. This is good energy, very similar. things aren't really as conflicted right now as I saw in the future, or the past. I'm sorry, the past. Why did I say future? I don't know. Maybe I've been talking too much today. We have the Wheel of Fortune card. And interestingly enough, this is the first Wheel of Fortune that I've seen with the time thing represented. And you got surrender to divine timing. So it really makes you feel like your hope is that this Wheel of Fortune, that luck turns in your favor. And look at it again. Luck does turn for you. We have transformation, rebirth, cycles, shedding of the skin with the snake, love. We have even exchange of love. We have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo here. This is time for your good luck. This is good. This is really time for you. The outcome card is the Hangman. I put it like this just because I didn't see which way that the words came, so maybe we should take it like how I was going to put it down. But I feel like the waiting's almost up, basically. That's the timing. Is the timing thing with this card, the Hangman, is that you've waited a whole long time for something to happen, and you've been seeing something from a different perspective. Either there was a break or there was something that happened that made you have a new take on this, a new perspective. And that is the Hangman right here. I feel like the reverse energy is just because of the way that, like I said, that I was throwing it down. And I think that just means that this is divine timing that's coming. It's coming. Accept the help, accept the gift of love from the universe, accept the fact that you have good luck coming in for you. So let go of any of those things that you really wouldn't want to drag along with you, like the Devil card. So the characters that I have, I'm going to just wrap it up real quick. We have good news coming in, right? Celebration, abundance, having to address some attachments, maybe watching about temptation, maybe at the root of everything there's a Capricorn, right? Conflicts in the past. Ten of Cups, which is both to me, material but really heightened emotional happiness here with the fam. And Page of Swords, needing to get more information. And then you have Leo, the sun. This energy is just feeding you into your project right now. Whatever it is you're waiting for, it's big, and you know that it's going to turn your life around. So that's what that's about. Judgment, letting go, releasing any negativity, releasing anything that's keeping you stuck at, I can't forgive this person. That's what you need to, because when you say I can't forgive that person, you're really saying I can't forgive myself too. You know what I mean? So when you self-love is up there, when the self-compassion is up there, then you should be able to let go of things like that have to do with other people too. We have the World on the bottom. A new start, a new chapter is about to unfold for you, Cancer, and it looks super good. So I'm pretty happy about this. So let's do some angel number messages next. And then we will go, and I'm going to get you a fortune card. What are they called? Fortune cookies. Yeah, the cards of fortune cookies. They've been around for a while, but I haven't seen them lately on YouTube, so that's why I decided to bring this back and order me some. 7 is... it's talking about your ability to uncover life mysteries. This is always usually associated with spiritual seekers. The 7 number, it's very spiritual, very big into knowing what's going on your level. Kind of about a releasing of what you thought was conditioned to you to be true, like other, the way you were raised, like believing something just because you were raised that way. That mindset, it's truly on the way out. It really is. It is an old mindset that was that still is lingering in some families. I agree with that. Like, it's definitely still around. But what it's evolving to are people that are getting away from prejudgments and things like that. 15, I am wise. Oh, and it says I am brilliant. Sorry. You can uncover life's mysteries. 15, 3, 5. So sudden change. It says your love for others is powerful and you are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious social nature brings you into contact with a variety of people, all of whom would benefit from your warm, heartfelt words of wisdom. I am wise. Know that. Whatever experience you've been through, Yes, you didn't go through it without reason. There's something that your angels are saying we need you to spread, whether it be through your creation, expressive creation, how you express yourself, or whatever it is that you create. It's needing to reflect all this wonderful knowledge that you have inside. All right, fortune cookies. Fortune cookie 1, 4, Cancer. So I did say this is a general, right? But if somebody's waiting on something to happen TikTok when it comes to romance, here's that card coming out. Romance. Love is set to sizzle. The chance for some romance is high for those seeking a connection. Aw, and then surprise, really nice. A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise, and an invitation can bring love to those searching. That's sweet. Okay, and then we'll get some dreaming totems, and then I'm going to wrap your reading up, Cancer. I loved your reading. I like these cards. I'm kind of into these cards. I might not always use them, but I might be using for a little while. So for those of you that want to get back to the normal, I will, to clarify, and I will use the older ones on the days that I use more Oracle. Success. You are worthy of success. All your feelings of accomplishment now will fill you with contentment, self-satisfaction in your achievement. Persuasion. All about how you see this situation, how you perceive this. I can't talk. I seriously can't talk today. This is the persuasion ability. If you want to look for negatives, you can. There's always negatives, it says. But if you're looking for the positives in this situation, there's going to be plenty of those too. So choose. Once again, that puts you back in power. Choose to decide what you're going to focus on and how you're going to perceive something. All right. Or analyze how you perceive something. That sounds a little bit more... That makes a little bit more sense. All right. So thanks, guys. Sending you light and love. Join me on your next reading. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this sucker uploaded so you have it tonight. Bye.